Hello, I'm Bill Feldker. I'm a collaborative apps lead, and today I'm going to talk about an app called Converge. But first, let's talk a little bit about why this app was even developed. So this app was developed for a company, a large outdoor, company retailer, who built a brand new building for their headquarters right before the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, all their workers weren't coming into the office, and they were having this large expense of an office. So they had to find a way to utilize the space. Well, what happened was they sold the building. So then they only had enough space for their workers, for 1 in 10 workers to be in the office at any one time. So they said, how can we do this and make it work for our employees? And so they found a way. They wrote or built an app collaboratively with Microsoft that actually found locations, allowed employees to come in, find locations to work in shared workspaces. They're able to reserve those workspaces through the app. So they didn't have to go into Outlook, reserve a workspace, go into Teams to start a collaboration meeting. It was all done in one place. And so it was a great way to do it. It brought a lot of benefits where they were able to utilize some of their workspaces better, and then to also make it a more collaborative experience for their employees. So let's start going into the presentation or the demo. All right. So what I'm going to show you is Converge. So this is the home screen as Converge opens up. And the important thing about this is that right on the home screen, we see a dashboard of getting connected to our colleagues. And so here you see the dashboard with this current week up. And with the current week, I can actually go in, I can meet with a colleague. So in the center here, you can see, I'm trying to get my mouse to work here. There we go. I'm in the office on Thursday, and then I'm remote on Friday. And so I can look down here and I can actually look and see the different employees who are also in the office. If I click on them, I can actually go straight into creating a collaborative event with them. So it allows me to very easily go in and make a collaboration with my coworkers. On top of that, we said, hey, this is really important. How can we make all of these things work? So one of the things that people like to do is to say, how do I set my settings? So as a hybrid worker, I have the ability to change my settings. I can say what zip code I'm in. So it helps with collaborating outside of the office. And then I also have a default building. If we have multiple locations, I can choose which building I'm in. And then down below, in the same place, I can look in and I can say, which days will I be in the office, so that I can plan ahead. So if I have a planned schedule, I'll be in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I can set it up here. I can always change this in the future, but it gives me a quick way to make these settings and these changes. There's also some other additional settings, like an admin setting, where I can actually, if I'm an admin, I can go in and do some app banner, or even enable or disable workspaces. This is all just as another ability for users or for admins. So I'm going to jump in and also show you another tab that we created, and that's called Teammates. What this does is it allows me to say, with people that I collaborate very frequently with, I can then set up a collaboration with them by clicking in here. If I say, hey, wait, I'm also starting to collaborate with someone else, I can do all I can do is search. I can search for Lee, hit enter. Just from there, I can even add him to my list. So he's now in my favorites. So the next time I come in and I look at my favorites, I'll have Lee here as well. So this also does where I can actually set up meetings when I'm in the office. But let me jump over to the Collaborate tab, because this is where some of the magic can really happen. I can search for teammates. So if I didn't choose them from the first screen, I can also do it from right here. I can type in Isaiah. When he pops up, now I can see where Isaiah's at on the map. So you can see the integration that we also created with Bing Maps. And then I'm also going to show some other integration where in the select a venue, I can choose Parks and Recreation, and I can actually choose a different location that's in between the two of us, and I can create the event. So here I'm going to show you where we're actually creating the event within Teams. I'm not going out to Outlook. I'm not going anywhere else, but I'm going in here and I'm actually going to go ahead and just create a quick meeting. From right there, you can see I've got Isaiah on there. I set a time for it. Notice the location is the location that I chose. And then when I click confirm, what this is doing is it's going out to the Microsoft Graph. It's pulling in and it's going ahead and creating the meeting for me. And so you can see up in the upper right, a pop-up message came up. Hey, you've created a meeting with Isaiah. So we're in really good shape here. He's done a really good job. He's created the meeting with Isaiah and he's ready to move on. And so what this does is it gives you a great way to meet And one of the things I didn't point out is it does a predictive way of finding people that you should work with. So it goes in a predictive service that runs in the background that says, hey, this person's available, you're in the same building, we can connect.